Subscribe to Teckoh on YouTube or you will forever be a bot at Fortnite.
What is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, what I'll be doing is showing you guys some of the most useful and up-to-date methods to get 0 ping in Fortnite Season 5, or to at least get the lowest ping that you can possibly get. Before we hop into the video though, I'd like to let you all know that I'm starting to stream way more often on Twitch now. I'll be doing a ton of fun stuff like Zone Wars, Squads, and Arena with viewers, working on videos live, solo arena, and stuff like that. It's always a great time, so make sure to head over there and drop a follow if you want to see that stuff. And with that said, let's hop into the video. So the first thing I want to do in this video is briefly discuss some things you need to know about ping. First off, what I'd like to do is clarify the difference between ping, FPS, and input delay, as these are all terms that people tend to use relating to performance in Fortnite. The first two I want to explain are FPS and input delay, which is also known as input lag. Now, FPS simply means how many frames you see per second, aka how smooth your game looks, while input delay refers to the latency between you pressing a button or moving your mouse and your computer actually picking it up. Obviously, if your console, then that would be your controller and, you know, going through your console, or mobile, it would be your thumb touching the screen, you know what I mean. These are both based on your actual device, but ping on the other hand is an actual network connection between your device and the Epic Games servers. So essentially, your ping is your actual internet connection to the servers, as opposed to something like FPS or input delay, which depends on your actual hardware. So in order to optimize our ping, we're going to want to make our internet connection to the Epic Games server as consistent and efficient as possible. So with that in mind, let's discuss a few methods that you can use to lower your ping and improve your connection in Fortnite. Moving into our first method, guys, the first thing that I want to recommend all of you do, at least if you're on console or PC, is to invest the money into an Ethernet cable. These cables can cost anywhere from about $8 to $12 US, and they're absolutely the most efficient thing you can do to improve your performance. Seriously, this $8 to $12 can be the best $8 to $12 you've spent. I'm not even kidding when I say my ping was pretty much cut in half from around 60 to 70 down to 20 to 40 when I got my cable. What you need to do is either head to a hardware store or just on Amazon and get a cable that's either category 7 or category 8. Category 7 and 8 cables have the best performance and allow you to run at a super fast speed. Most Ethernet cables should say on their label or in their title which category they are, so it should be fairly easy to figure that out. As a side note, if you're unable to get an Ethernet cable for any reason for Fortnite, then the second best option is to simply get your device as close to your modem or router as possible. That way the signal doesn't have to travel as far to get to your device. The most optimal decision by far is to use the Ethernet cable, but this is another fairly simple option if you're unable to do that. And from there, guys, if you play on PC, another option you have is to set up some third-party software to help you reduce your ping. There are plenty of apps that are pretty much intended to make your connections route to the server more efficient, which can in turn help you get lower ping. Two of the most common options for these are called no ping and exit lag. I like these a lot because, contrary to what you might expect, they can actually lower your ping quite a significant amount, especially if you live fairly far away from the servers. The reason I recommend these two apps in particular is because I've personally used both of these in the past, and I can personally say that they work, at least for me. Personally, I only saw about a 5 to 10 ping difference, but I've also talked to people who saw 20 or 30. Ultimately, it really depends on you and your connection and your device. It obviously depends on a lot of factors. So if you'd like to try out one of these apps, I've put an affiliate link to each one down in the description below, which also helps support the channel if you do end up purchasing a membership. The next thing I'd recommend, guys, is a very quick tip, and that's to do a quick malware/virus scan on your computer. This is only relevant for PC players, to be honest, but it's a really important method to take note of. All you need to do is download this software called Malwarebytes, which you can get for free on malwarebytes.com, run the quick scan, and then just let it go through normally. For reference, the scan should only take about 3 to 4 minutes. Obviously, it may take more or less time depending on the strength of your device. If it does pick up any malware, then you'll be able to stop it from running, and if it doesn't find anything, then, well, you're all good. Obviously, if there is a virus on your computer or any other malware for that matter, it can really slow down your overall performance and have major impacts on your connection. Alongside that, another quick app you can use is CCLEANER over on CCLEANER.com, and you can use this app to get rid of some unnecessary files and storage on your PC and potentially make your game run a bit more smooth. If your performance is really struggling on PC, then I would strongly recommend using both Malwarebytes and CCLEANER and seeing if they help out with your connection. Moving on from that, another very simple and easy method you can do, regardless of which platform you play on, is to free up some storage space on your device. Whether you're on PC, console, or mobile, having too much storage taken up on your device can cause it to run slower overall and thus raise your ping or even lower your FPS in-game. Starting with mobile, all you have to do in order to clear up some space is delete any extra apps, images, or videos, or anything like that which you don't need to have. For consoles, you can do the exact same by simply uninstalling any games, videos, or apps that you're not using. Now, on PC, there are a bunch of things you can do. Starting off, you can of course delete apps by going to add or remove programs and then picking which ones you like to uninstall. By the way, to go to add or remove programs, all you have to do is just type that in and it should pop up. You can also go into your file explorer and delete things off your drives, whether those are videos, pictures, documents, or anything else. But overall, removing extra files from your system is a great way to reduce the load on it and potentially improve your ping and or FPS as well. On to our next method though, and I want to quickly mention simply upgrading your internet package. Now obviously, I know that a lot of you might not be able to simply get better internet, whether that's due to parents, budget issues, or anything like that. But if your ping is fairly high and the option is on the table to upgrade your internet, then that could be one of the big things that helps you get better ping in game. If you're unable to do this step, then of course I understand, so if that's the case, you can feel free to just skip this one. But moving on into our last method to lower your ping, this is one that's absolutely worth mentioning and may help a lot of you that are having packet loss, inconsistent connection, or things of that nature, and that's contacting your internet provider. A lot of the times there can actually be an issue with your wiring or your modem which results in packet loss or high ping. In fact, a few months ago I was having major issues with packet loss. My packet loss would randomly spike up and get to 20 or 30%, and if you've had packet loss before, you know that's pretty much unplayable. What I did was actually contacted the company that provides our internet, and they noticed some issues on their end, so they sent someone out to come and fix it, and the internet was way faster and most of my ping and packet loss issues went away. Obviously, this is more of a last-ditch option to improve your ping or reduce lag, but if nothing else does seem to work, then it's definitely something you can consider. Overall though guys, the methods that I've outlined so far are going to be the most effective ways to lower your ping as of Season 5. Now, to be completely honest with you, I could easily fill this video up with a bunch of random over-the-top methods, but the truth is that except for very specific circumstances, your ping is really just going to come down to the factors I've discussed so far. So I'd rather just be upfront and give you guys the real methods rather than give you some fancy stuff that looks cool but doesn't actually do much. I can promise you guys that these are by far the best ways to lower your ping in Fortnite, and if you do all of them, you should see some drastic improvements. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like and be sure to subscribe with notifications on if you want to see more content just like this in the future. And also, as well as that, I noticed that only a few of you guys are actually using my creator code in the item shop, so if my videos help you out, or if you just enjoy my content and want to show some support, then feel free to type code Teckoh, T-E-C-K-O-H, into your item shop. It's absolutely free for you and it makes more of a difference than you think it does. But anyway, thank you all for watching and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.